Hi, it's Marieta. Thanks a lot for tuning in. In this video, I want to talk about how to prepare and increase your chances to win in DV Visa Lottery 2024. So let's do this. If you missed my previous video, check it out. I'm going to link it here. In the video, I was briefly talking about the dates. When can you actually register? Each year there is a specific period when you can register for Diversity Visa Lottery. This year the period is coming up and it's going to be in about 4 weeks or so that the registration period will open up for DV Visa Lottery 2024, and then you will be able to actually register. In this video, I want to talk about how you can increase your chances to win, increase your chances to be selected. Now, for those who need more help, I personally don't offer any service where I would charge you and register you for the DV Visa Lottery. It's simple. I don't believe that you need anybody. You don't need definitely lawyer to help you out, increase your chances to win. However, I do have tutorial training that goes a little bit deeper than these videos. And in that training, I actually talk about, I'm giving you tutorials step by step. I'm guiding you how you register on your own. If you're interested, the link below this video is going to guide you where you can enroll if you are interested in that tutorial training. However, you don't need anybody to register you. You can totally do it on your own. All you need is really to be ready and have everything, all the information ready when you register for DV Visa Lottery. Also, what happens the first day, typically the website might crash down, the server might be just too many people will register at the same time. So sometimes we are experiencing difficulties to loading the page. If that's the case, I highly recommend to wait and maybe do it the next day, right? You will actually have the 4 weeks window to register for DV Visa Lottery, so don't freak out if you don't do it the first day. You should be fine as long as you do it within the period of 4 weeks when the registration will stay open. So you want to make sure that you gather the documents in advance. If you have family members that you want to register, and by the way, I highly recommend you do that. You want to register your wife, your husband, your spouse, because this way you will actually increase your chances to be selected. If you register and then you also include dependents, right? Your spouse, you also include children under 21, then guess what? You are increasing chances to be selected if every single family member will do the same. If your husband is going to include you and your kids, you guys will increase the chances to be selected. Same goes with your children. Your children can actually include you, parents, and this way can increase chances to be selected as a family unit. So you definitely want to do that. You definitely want to gather the information that you need to be able to actually register your family members. And in the tutorial training, I go actually over the information, what you need to know if you are registering for the DV Visa Lottery. So that's that. Number 2, people ask me, do I need passport? Is that passport requirement necessary? So typically, if you remember last year, I was talking about, yes, you do need a passport, and there were certain exceptions when you did not need a passport, but typically you would need a passport. And as far as I know, this year, there might be a slight adjustment that the passport might not be needed. And therefore, if you don't have the passport, it's good news for you. But in general, I recommend people to actually obtain a passport, get the passport ready. If you are selected, you can start processing the application fast and so on. I don't know how long it takes for you in your country to get the passport, but this is sometimes issue for people if they don't have the passport. Now, if you have a passport, your spouse does not have a passport, of course you can still include your spouse and register for DV Visa Lottery right away, but gather the information. You need to know the dates of their birth and so on, and so you have everything ready right on time so you can register. Now, also what you need to know is that the period, the 4-week period that you're going to use is going to be this year in year 2022 for the fiscal year 2024. Okay, so people always ask me, why is it called 2024 if we are in 2022? This is a little bit confusing because people think that you are registering for DV Visa Lottery 2023. In fact, the DV Visa Lottery 2023 guess what? You can't register anymore because that one is closed. That one was last year, right? And if you remember, if you were not selected in DV Visa Lottery 2023, you probably found out in May this year, 2022. If you don't know if you were selected or not, you can still check it out using the confirmation number, right? And then if you were not selected, you can reapply again. You can reapply in 2 weeks, and there are in 4 weeks, and there are many people who are actually waiting for this opportunity. Now, what if you are not selected in DV Visa Lottery 2024? What are your other ways you can immigrate? That is something I want to discuss in the next video, so you want to stay tuned. Meanwhile, I highly recommend you check out these videos, because in these videos I provide useful information, and if you need more guidance, check out that tutorial. Link is going to be in description below, and I'm also gonna throw some discounts so you guys have everything you need to know and you can apply and hopefully be selected. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'll talk to you soon.